That's good, because I was screwing it all up anyway. It's good music, though. Welcome to... Let me get my notes pulled up so I can make it a little bit further through my intro before I quit. What's up, Mr. Butters? How are we doing today? Welcome to HODL Harmony, where the beat of the blockchain meets the rhythm of riches. Are you ready to ride the crypto wave with me? I'm Tom Durante, the maestro. My little plaque. Your guide. A crypto enthusiast who joined this wild world back in 2020 with a GPU mining rig. I'm bullish. Is that too loud? It's way too loud in my ear. Oops. With a GPU mining rig and a hankering for a bologna sandwich. No, that's not what it says. That's what I get for going off my script. With a GPU mining rig, I'm bullish on Bitcoin and Cardano, but I also love chasing profits with other coins. With my music background and my background music, I just can't resist. I bring a unique vibe to breaking down the crypto economy. Think of it as a soundtrack to your hodling journey. Here on HODL Harmony, expect weekly videos with market updates, simple technical analysis to read those charts, wallet guides to keep your coins safe, stories from my ongoing mining journey, and practical crypto tips. Whether you're new or a seasoned hodler, I'm here to learn and grow with you. I may be a few years ahead of you on your journey, but I am no expert, just passionate. So as always, do your own research, and please make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bells, and share this video with your friends, because it's gonna be a doozy. Let's find the harmony in hodling together. That totally puts a shadow over my face when I put my phone over the light. Oh. Anyway. Oh, perfect ending with that music. Oh, well, how are we doing, Mr. Butters? Ooh, we got 3 people in here. Throw it in the chat. Who are you? And where did you find me from? Did I send you a link? Are you someone I know personally? Or are you some rando from the internet? That's okay. You are all welcome. I'm trying my little hand. I'm doing great, Mr. Butters. I hope you're having a great Monday. Look at this awesome portrait that I got. That's the maestro. We did some school pictures. I can't get the glare off. There you go. Had some school pictures done for my orchestra, and they came back and sent me that. I was going to buy it, but they just sent it to me for free, so I'm like, all right, I'll take it. So I'm trying my hand at some clickbait titles. What'd you think? We got 3 people in here. The bottom. Oh, I think I see it over there. The bottom of my mouse fell off when I saw that you were in here, Mr. Butters. I dropped my mouse. And it just all fell apart and the batteries fell out and all that stuff. I was trying to log into X and all this stuff. Anyway. How are we doing? As you can see from the title, something catastrophic may have happened. But it's not as dire as I made it out to be. I'm trying my hand at some theatrics, trying to get some clicks on my videos. Everything is alright. My node has not been hacked. I don't even think that's possible. But I just wanted people to click on this video, especially in the future. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta play the game, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm attempting something new here with both of my channels. I got a new little audio setup here, just a new interface. I was using pretty old interface that I had laying around, and so I just wanted to try something new. It's got some fancy little buttons and stuff like that. Oh, my keyboard's still plugged in. Isn't that fun? And it's got some buttons, I don't know what it does, and it has echo in space. So that's a lot of fun. I guess that I lost somebody when I did that, but that's okay. I'm doing it for me, not just for you. All right, so I'm going to try, I was attempting to bring some history context. I'm a history buff. I love history. And so my music history segment is a lot of fun. Well, we'll see. I guess so. Who knows? Who knows? On my end, it went down, but that's okay. I don't care. It's not what's important. I'm here for the long term. And at this moment, I'm Mr. Butter's personal YouTuber, so I'm all right with that. And thank you, by the way, for doing those timestamps. I found an AI tool, so I can do it in like 10 seconds. I just went and sat in like a half an hour and did. I was very, very happy when I saw that you did the 2. And I was like, that's so cool. And I was watching videos. I've been watching videos all weekend about how to be a better YouTuber and things like that. And so I found out you can just do with AI all these things. And so I got a couple of plugins that are helping me out with my channel. And so I think finding that in week 2 is going to pay off some dividends for later. So that'll be exciting. And I think with this new setup, this new mic interface, I don't think I have to be as close to the mic as I thought I did, because I used to be like right up here. But this is not an ASMR channel, so let me continue. So I'm starting a new segment here. Instead of trying to do crypto history, because there's only 15 years of history and there's just not going to be something for every day. So what I did was I did history for the whole month, and I'm going to throw those in there wherever they're appropriate. I didn't really even look at that one. I'm looking at the rundown of today's crypto, because that's what we want. We're not looking backwards. We're looking forwards. We want to go forwards into what is going to happen. Where's my background music? I can't. It's just when I'm teaching and things like that, I just can't talk over an empty room. It's just so bleh. I don't know. We'll go for this. So I'm going to try and be pretty concise. I'm not going to try and go on. We had a lot of fun the other day where I went on and on for like 3 hours. That was really cool. Oh, and another thing, YouTube. I got beef with YouTube today. My last video, that 3-hour live stream that we had so much fun on, that little segment, and I'm not even going to mention it because I don't want it to happen in this video either. I am not able to promote that video through the YouTube ads like I've been doing with almost every other video I did, because of something that I said that may or may not have had to do with, I'm just going to say the directions right and left, right? So, interesting. I happen to be of a certain bent, and maybe they don't like that, so they're suppressing it. That's not cool. YouTube, you have been seen. I see you, YouTube. Anyway, let's move on. Let's watch them censor me over the news. That would be fun. I don't know if I ever want to say the name of the president right now, because I don't want that to impact my videos. But anyway, yeah, isn't that wild? That I thought was very wild. But anyway, the president, starting with letter T, crypto fundraiser. President is hosting a $1.5 million per plate crypto and AI innovators dinner tonight, requiring a meme coin ownership for entry. This I don't like. This is not okay. But hey, he's raising money and awareness for crypto, so that's okay. Let's see. It is what it is. I honestly think whoever is advising the president on what crypto things he's doing is super scammy, built upon the Solana blockchain and all that stuff. So not okay. But again, it's a blip in our history. We will move past it. A second event on May 22nd targets token holders of this president's coin. And I have a feeling already I've kind of screwed myself, but we'll see. We'll find out. A second event, blah, 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 with 80% of the token supply controlled by the T organization. This could signal growing political ties to crypto. I don't know. Good, bad? Let me know in the comments. Tether AI launches Tease. Tether's CEO announced on X that Tether AI, a new platform for personal infinite intelligence, is nearing launch. It'll support payments in USDT and Bitcoin, building on their Q1 2025 target. Interesting. I'm not huge into the stablecoins. I do support DAI, D-A-I, the stablecoin. I've used that in the past just kind of as a place to put my money when I'm cashing it out instead of taking it into my bank account if I don't need it right away. But since I got on Uphold, and my link is in the description, since I got on Uphold, their US dollar savings account pays like a 4%. If you have over $1,000 in there, they pay you like a 4% yield on there, or return, or whatever you want to call it. That's pretty nice. All right, Bitcoin nears 100K USD. Bitcoin's price is hovering around $95,000 to $96,000 US dollars, with analysts predicting a potential climb to $100,000 US dollars soon, driven by institutional interest and a crypto-friendly regulatory shift under the current president. Some forecast a 2025 high of 168,000. I'm forecasting, and I'm going to say it again, my best guess estimate is $250,000 Bitcoin. Prove me wrong. Let's see what happens. The crypto ETF buzz. The SEC is reviewing over 70 crypto ETF applications. A Litecoin ETF decision is due today. Ooh, Litecoin. Crypto's best forgotten crypto. I don't know. Anyway, though a delay is likely, analysts see a 75% chance of a spot altcoin ETF. Solana, excuse me, XRP, then Dogecoin by year end. All of those can go away. But anyway, the Maldives crypto hub. The Maldives signed a $9 billion deal with MBS Global Investments to build a crypto hub in Malé, aiming to attract foreign investment. I'd have to look up where the Maldives are. I'm imagining it's an island, maybe in the Pacific. Or, around the Philippines or something. I have to look that up. Crypto crime concerns. This one was wild. French police rescued a crypto entrepreneur's father, they don't say which one, we'll have to look that up, from kidnappers who severed his finger. They cut off his finger. Ooh, that's crazy. This follows similar crypto-related abductions, highlighting security risks for high-profile figures. So be careful out there. Be careful who you tell what you have. I have a little Bitcoin emblem on the back of my car. Maybe it's not a great idea. Maybe it's not. But if somebody were to try and attack me in my car, not a great idea. I live in Florida. But if they were to try and attack me in my car and take my Bitcoin, well, guess what? It ain't in the car. It ain't. You can have what's on my phone, but maybe you can't, because that's also, I don't have my Tangent thing with me, so, or whatever else I have. Let's see. Yeah. So, a couple of talking points for you, some questions. Is the president's embrace of crypto a game changer or a publicity stunt? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Will Tether AI disrupt the stablecoin space? Are we on the cusp of a Bitcoin breakout to 100,000? Put your price predictions down below. Let's see what you think. Could altcoin ETFs bring new investors or dilute the market? What are your thoughts on these ETFs? Personally, I don't hold any stocks anymore. I hold maybe a couple $100 in one of my Webull accounts or something like that, but I haven't put anything in there for a long time. How can the crypto community address rising security threats? Do we all need personal security? Tell me in the comments below. What do you think? What do you think? Let's see what our crypto history, if there's anything today. It's pretty verbose. Daily things. What is this? Cinco de Mayo. We got almost all of X saying that we are at resistance on the daily. Since they are usually wrong, I do indeed think that 100K is coming fast. Let's check in with our markets. But first, let's take a look at a blank screen. I gotta switch that. I love how literally every time I come onto my streaming thing, I have to redo this. Let's take a look at my node. Look at my node. Isn't that lovely? Let's refresh. Huh. Umbral refused to connect. That's slightly frustrating. This is the page that used to have the little thingies coming down. This was my mempool. Let's go to mempool.space and see what somebody else's mempool looks like. Where's the other view that I like? Well, that's a block, isn't it? That's kind of cool. Anyway, what happened to my node? Let's check in on my node here. Okay. Nothing is happening on my node. Isn't this fun? Let's see what's happening. So you notice that looks a little different. It's starting. It's been starting for a couple of days now. It started to download Bitcoin knots. So I woke up on Saturday to a little power surge. I don't know what happened, but I had a little power surge, and after that, my Bitcoin node was completely wiped. So I really don't know what happened. But I took it as an opportunity to try and restart with my Bitcoin knots instead of Bitcoin Core. Because the Bitcoin Core people, as you remember from Friday, those are the ones who were trying to introduce all these extra scammy little things into the blockchain. So I don't know what happened, and I'm trying to get the application installed here, and it's just not working. So maybe I can uninstall it and I'll reinstall it later. We'll see what's going on. But anyway, let's check in on the markets. I love how every time I pull that up, it likes to remind me of that. All right, get out of here. So we had a nice little day. It was a little turbulent. Let's see, the 5th. Is that it? Yeah, so we went up early this morning. I was watching it. I'm up pretty late sometimes, so I was watching it start to come up, do a nice little reversal. Sunday was wild coming down, and it started to reverse, and I was expecting it to just keep going. But we had a little reversal again, down, and then I noticed, I don't know if you saw my post on YouTube here. Where are we at? Can I make that bigger? I can zoom that in on my other view. Anyway, this looked a lot bigger. Can I zoom in? I can. Look at that. That's what I was looking at today. And I saw that coming down, and I was like, ooh, after noon, it looks like it's going to go up. And sure enough, it did. A little bit of a pullback, but we're off and running. So remember, this is our M2 Global Liquidity Index. Okay, and it's on a 10-week lead. Remember we talked about like a 90-day lead or a 100-day lead, something like that. So it's coming up. We see this, and it's pulling up, and there goes Bitcoin. Look at that. I'm excited. Are you excited? Throw your price predictions in the comment section below. All right, let's check in on ADA. Whoa, what is that volume? Look at that volume. That's wild. Is that for real? I don't think that was showing on the last time I looked at this. So that looks a little weird. I don't like that. It's a little distracting. I don't know if that's right or not. Anyway, so I don't know how much, things, I add something to one chart and it shows up on all of my other charts. So I'm not sure how much this global liquidity is going to affect, Cardano as much as it will Bitcoin. But anyway, this is what we're looking at. Oh, that is market cap. That's why. What do we want? That's what we want. Goodness. I'm gonna bookmark that one. Okay, well, market cap is nice and all, but I was like, what is happening? Okay. I was used to there not being any volume on here. All right, I was like, the price is what? 66 cents. Looks like I need to buy some more Cardano. Look at that little pullback from 69 cents. It was 76 cents, 73 cents. Yeah, look at that. So it looks like I need to buy a little bit more of this. You know, I might set up another daily buy on my Coinbase. Looks like it's time. Throw some more into your bags. Cardano is going to pop at some point. You know, it's kind of following that. Kind of following that a little bit. It went up a little bit. It went up a little bit. All right, let's check in on our dollar index. So crypto was kind of going down today. So the dollar index was kind of going up. Look at this big pump. So that, you know, this is a contrarian chart. So if, yeah, look at that. If this is going up, Bitcoin is going to be going down. So all of these things you can use, you know, if you're into trading. I'm not into day trading like that. I have to log into my account here and show you, or I could just hold my phone up. Is it on this one? I don't even think it's on this account. Oh, it is. Look at that. It's been a while since I logged in. You gotta see this. Where's my... Ah, here we are. Are you ready to crap your pants? I'm not a great trader. I lost maybe a couple $100 just learning how to trade. But this trade, and I wish I would have made it bigger. And if you know how to scale up a trade and you want to let me know in the comments, that'd be great. But so far, I'm pretty sure this was like a $10 trade. My entry price for this trade, are you sitting down? My entry price for this trade was $28,000 for Bitcoin. Oh gosh, I just lost my camera. Thought we weren't going to do this again. I thought we weren't going to do this again. Where'd you go? Come on down here. I don't know why it's doing that. It's on auto. Look at my... It's looking at the other camera like, yo, bro, you want to go? You want to go, bro? It locked onto my face and... Let's see. Come on back down to earth, buddy. Yeah, that's kind of wild. Come on down. Come on now. Bro. There you go. I'm down here. My eyes are down here. Anyway, can I zoom you in a little bit? Are you gonna do this? Are you gonna make me look like an idiot, or are you gonna do it? It's like an AI controlled camera. Let's see what happened. I'm supposed to be able to control it with gestures and stuff. It's pretty cool when it works. Is that what we want? Pan. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Whoa, freaking out. Oh, because it's already locked onto my face, and it's like, what are you doing? All right, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was just trying to show you my phone. How do I do that? Let's go to this other camera. We're going to get the keyboard on keyboard action. Oh, okay, you wouldn't have been able to see it anyway because it was so small. All right, anyway, let's go to this camera that's not going to go wonky, crazy wonky. Look at that entry price, $28,000 Bitcoin. My mark, I think I tried, and I think I may have put in more at 96 or 94 or something like that. But look at that percentage gain, 900% gain. So my unrealized profit is a whole $192. I think it was a $10 trade. I'm pretty sure it was a $10 trade. So that was fun. It's been fun watching that. I can't wait to see how much I make on my $10. If I could level that up, like if I knew, I just don't want to touch it. I'm like, I don't want to touch it. Because I don't want to screw that up. Because I got a really good entry on there. But anyway, yeah, that's a lot of fun. Did I lose myself? I think I did. There we go. All right. So I wanted to come over here. I just started up. Oh, you know what? I didn't put this if you guys are on X, do me a favor. Go check me out. I just started up a new HODL Harmony account. Harmony. I'm pretty sure I spelled that right. Check me out on Twitter. HODL Harmony. I'm gonna eventually try and do a dual live stream, or I live stream from my phone or something and just set it right here and go live on X and on YouTube. So that'll be fun. This is your reminder to stay hydrated. You need to turn that little blue light off and go back to green so you quit following me everywhere I go. I promise I'll be right back. Oh, there you go again. There you go again. I'm over here, bro. All right. Where you going? Where you going? All right. So I pinned a couple of things, if I can find them. If I knew how to use X. Bookmarks. There we go. All right. So this is pretty cool. You're not late. Remember we talked about that. Get my face out of the way. Go over here so you don't see whatever crap they're trying to show on X. Remember, you're not late. We are early adopters. We are part of the first, look at that, 16% of people who get into Bitcoin. So if you're holding right now, any kind of crypto, but mostly Bitcoin, you are an early adopter. We are about to witness the largest wealth transfer in history. It's upon us. This look pretty cool. I wanted to check this out when I go to Italy sometime. I think as you rotate around it, it changes perspective. Wonder if anybody posted another view of it. It looks like not, but you know that looks like it's clear. But as you walk around it, you can see the details. Okay, Mr. Crypto Crow put out a book, The Adventure of Billy Boltz. A lot of this is just random stuff. Oh, here, look at this. A French farmer discovers a gold mine worth 4 billion euros in his garden, but the government confiscated it. Somebody said, not your keys, not your coins, not your gold, not your gold. Look at that. 21 million Bitcoin. Oh, this was crazy.
All 21 million of them was if a Bitcoin was the size of a quarter, all 21 million of them would fit inside a single shipping container. But to fit the dollars the Fed prints on average every day, you'd need 72 shipping containers. Each year, you'd need 26,280 containers. And to fit what they printed in the last decade, well, you'd need a lot more than that.
The future of money is here. So Bitcoin's down there with 21 million. This is a daily printing of money. That's crazy. This is a yearly printing of money. And that's a dramatic effect of what possibly they do. Okay. Again, everybody's caught up on, oh, if I had one Bitcoin. Okay, we'll get some Satoshis. How about that? Start with some Satoshis. You know, I think everybody's talking about 0.1 Bitcoin is what you need. And I think at $100,000 Bitcoin, that's like $10,000, I think. Okay, so $10,000 or $1,000 or $100 or $1 or 10 cents or a penny or less than that or less than that. Like, get what you can afford. Stack sats and you'll be fine. You don't have to buy one Bitcoin. This is interesting. 3 tokens in the top 10 have a fixed supply: Bitcoin, XRP, and Cardano. And I know which one I want to be number one. I love Bitcoin, but Cardano is just the way of the future. Okay, one last one here. Everybody's caught up on the all-time highs. This chart is asking you, don't look at the all-time highs, look at the yearly lows. And it tells you a very similar story, right? So every yearly low since 2015 has continued to rise. Okay, these are big markets here. So 2017 was a big market, So far, that's our low. Hopefully that's as low as we're going to go. But that's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Man, what was I doing in 2020? I started buying Bitcoin. That's what I was doing. And other things. Let's see. That's a pretty cool little shot. Falcon. I love SpaceX. I have one of their satellite receivers for emergency internet. When the hurricanes came by, I ordered that. I think I ordered it as the hurricane was like coming down on us. So it was supposed to get here and then it couldn't deliver it until a couple days afterwards. So it did come in handy. That's pretty fancy. So I'm following some crypto channels and stuff like that. This is pretty cool. Starlink. So they're literally using Starlink. You can't see it in that video, but they're using Starlink in space. Okay, $100,000 Bitcoin. It seems like a lot. We've gotten there. We've passed it. And then eventually it'll just start rolling and rolling and rolling. 1 million is just over that hill. Can't wait. HODL. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, so I talked about in my Cardano video about about I gotta watch this later, Mr. Crypto Crow. But Bitcoin OS, let's see if we can, oh, there they are using that. Okay, focus here. So Bitcoin OS, I think that's it. What? They just did their first transfer, bro. Bitcoin OS. Now, what I forgot to say in my little Cardano video was this Bitcoin OS is one thing, but it's not going to settle in Cardano. They're going to make their own coin, or zero knowledge powered. Okay, that's what ZK is. They're going to make their own coin. But what they did today, I think just today, they're going to have their own token, which is kind of scammy if you ask me, because Charles is making his own Bitcoin OS type of thing, and it's going to settle in Cardano like it should, because it's running on Cardano. It should settle in Cardano. But I think today, moving Bitcoin between the Bitcoin and Cardano without a bridge, which is important. Bridges kind of take a long time if you've ever used one. But this is pretty cool. So I think just today, they did, there it is. At this point, XBTC lives as a UTXO on Cardano, spendable by a Cardano private key. To prove it, we sent 1 XBTC from Sundial's Cardano wallet to Handle's Cardano wallet. That's cool. So they're making some progress. Oh, Kung Fu Panda, that's funny. We have much left to share. Bitcoin Pizza Day's coming up. Maybe I'll have a pizza on the stream. May 22nd. Gotta celebrate. Okay, so here they go. Yesterday, on May 4th, 2025, we successfully demoed the first bridgeless transfer of Bitcoin between Bitcoin and Cardano mainnet. So it is Bitcoin going to Cardano and then being on Cardano. But you can move it back and forth without a bridge. Interesting. What else did I say? On-chain token standard. So there you go. That's pretty cool. History in the making today. So yeah, I think it would be a little bit better suited for me to just talk about, yeah, smash that, smash it, smash it. So, it'll be better suited for me to talk about what's going forward, not what's going backwards, right? So that's where I'm at. So, put it in the chat. Is there anything that you would want to talk about? Because right now, that's basically all. I'm pretty sure that's all I had. Was there anything in that segment that I wanted to look at? Let's see. Because I'm trying to keep it just concise. I want these to be easily digestible videos. You know, a half an hour is good enough. You know, 3 hours is a little intimidating for some people. And on my music channel, Durante's House of Music, I was thinking, you know, some people, you know, maybe they don't want to watch an hour-long video. When I have people in there, Fridays are going to be fun. You know, Fridays on my music channel are going to be an hour long or something. Yeah, Mr. Butters, you were right there with me. Who is that weird guy on screen? That is the maestro, you see? Right here. That is Mr. Tanner, my buddy, who's probably fishing right now. I hope you catch something. I got a bass. I got a bass. I got a expensive instrument that some dude won't pick up. And I might just go sell it. Just kidding. For Bitcoin. Anyway, I would never do that to you. Let's see. So what was there? Oh, the Maldives. Let's look up the Maldives. Where the heck are the Maldives? A sovereign state in South Asia. That's kind of what I thought. Look at that. Oh, wow. Okay. Out in the middle of the Indian Ocean. Look at that. Right there. Right there under my face. Just gonna hop back over here. Right there. That's gotta be a fun place during monsoon season. Okay. And then what was this other thing? Oh yeah, I was gonna look that up. The French police. Let's look this up on X. We'll probably find it better. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. No way. Is this what we're talking about? Abducted a man. No, I don't know if that's that. Oh, yep, okay. So the man, who has not been publicly identified, was abducted in broad daylight at 10:30 a.m. You gotta watch it out in those early morning hours. You don't want to go out during the day. Wait a minute, what? In Paris. On Thursday morning, as he walked down the street in Paris's 14th, arrondissement, whatever that is. 4 men in ski masks forced him into a delivery van. You gotta watch those creepy white vans. He was freed by armed police in a raid at 9 p.m. on Saturday night from a house 12 miles south of Paris. In the Essonne area, 5 suspects in their 20s were arrested at the house. Well, at least they got him. The state prosecutor said in a statement, the victim appears to be the father of a man who made his fortune in cryptocurrencies. That's wild. If they can't get to you, they'll go after your family. That is insane. With the crime involving a ransom demand. The victim's wife told investigators that her husband and wealthy son, who both owned a crypto marketing firm in Malta, had received threats in the past. Okay, so he was involved in the business. That's wild. That's wild. All right. So they're not really giving us any details of who this person is or what they were doing. Oh, look at that. That's cool. So you could win. It looks like a bit axe. I like that drawing. It's a cool little drawing, like a line drawing of a bit axe. Very cool. Very cool. Let's see what people... Cardano Whale has to say. The EVM world has been captured and co-opted by Wall Street. Oh, yikes. Big tech and the corporate world, they are building out their vision of crypto on that side of the fence. The task ahead of us is building out the popularity decentralized UTXO-based alternative on this side. Yep. Oh, what? Oh, wow. Look at this. Bitcoin historian. I followed this channel because I was like, that is right up my alley right here. Someone just moved 1,000 Bitcoin they bought 11 years ago for $100,000. So they bought 1,000. Wow. They held to 100 million. Wow, they're pretty happy right now. I can't imagine how much they still have left if they were willing to part with 1,000 Bitcoin. That's wild. That is wild. Drop your thoughts down in the comments. What do you think of that? Would you be able to hold 11 years? If you're not willing to hold for 11 years, you're in the wrong game. You should not be investing if you're looking to make money in a year or 2 years or 5 years. Bitcoin, you got to hold at least 4 years. At least 4 years, just to make it worth it, you know? And then if you can hold longer, if you can hold 11 years, look at that. From $100,000 to $100 million. Fire. Yeah, people just think that. That's exactly what they think. Fast money. Oh, no, wait a minute. Oh, I had it on my other thing. Dang it. Oh, man. I had my overlay working. I was on my laptop. I was like, wait a minute. You should be able to see the chat, but you can't. Because poop. Dang it. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Because it literally worked. It literally worked. I was trying to set up a stream on my laptop. And it was working. I had all the overlays that I had on there. I was like, oh great. But the computer was rather slow, so it didn't really work. Let me see if I can add this real quick. Because it was working. Everything was there. Are we sick of this music yet? Or do you not care? Let's see if this works. Yes! Yes! Now I gotta go add it to all my other screens. Look at that. Let me add that. Oh, I'm so happy about that. Booyah. Look at that, Mr. Butters up front. Contrary to most beliefs, crypto does not mean fast money. And it's kind of big. I think it's a little bit big, but that's okay. At least it's there. And we can see the prices and everything. What do you think of that? Drop it in the comments below. Do you like my new overlay? Is it too much? Is it not enough? Look at these cool little screens. So I made these. What do you think of this? This is my starting soon screen. Don't worry, I'm still here. I'm right here. Stream upgrade. I had some time to look at it. Boom, stream upgrade. Hit that like. You. And then we got the stream upgrade. Is that like too much? I know the text looks a little bit big right now, so I can make that smaller. And then look at this cool little thing. I like the little mining thing. It looks pretty cool. To me, they're mining Bitcoin. I think it is. I typed in Bitcoin. But yeah, what do you think of that? What do you think of that? A little mining Bitcoin up there. Like and subscribe. Yeah, we're looking pretty good here. These AI tools are wild. Alright, just as soon as I get things working. So, let's see here. I don't have my brains thing plugged in yet. Let's just check in on my miner's value and profitability and things like that. Is this hooked up? There it is. Okay, so my Avalon miners. Okay, we got that. They are losing $1 today. 120. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. I could care less. I basically ignore that number right there. So I'm making $5 a day, $4.55. Right? I ignore this. I know it's kind of not something that you should ignore, but you know, that's because in a year, this $1,600, and you can't see that, can you? You can kind of see it. Let me scroll down. What is that? Oh, okay. That's on the website. So this, I don't know what you can see, what you can't see over there. So it says $1,660 that it will make every year. And that fluctuates every day, basically, with the price. And that, I feel like that's going to go up significantly. So I'm not too worried about this number, because that number is not going to change. It will always use that exact same number, and I only pay this number once a month, but I get this every day, and it changes. So to me, it's worth it. Remember, this is times 2. So that's like $450 or so that it's costing me to make, $300. That's going to compound and blow up. The charts are pretty large and hide the numbers. Try shrinking them a bit. Okay. Let me try just going right onto my stream elements. I don't know if I can shrink them. Should I put them up on the top? It's not. Okay. I'll have to play with that later. Because they are a specific size. I can't make them any smaller, otherwise I cut out stuff. But they did have different charts. I think they had smaller things that I could put up there. But I like the idea of having them just to kind of keep an eye. And also, you should check out the number of subscribers that I have. We are growing. We are about to hit, probably by the end of the week, we will hit 2,000 subscribers. Oh, there we go. Alright, so I'm going to save this. Oh my god, it was instant. I'm so glad this is working. Alright, what do we think of that? Is that better? And this could probably go down here. Put that up a little bit. You are watching me live mess with my stream overlay. What do you think? Okay, let's check in with my other miner. Okay, so since my node went down, that's not my other miner. Why do I have that up there? Okay, there it is. Let's see, what am I making? I am making 30 cents. But even with the power, I'm making 7 cents. 24 bucks a year. So this is a joke. But since my node went down and I can no longer solo mine, the week before my node went down, I was solo mining like a madman. I put all 4 of my miners on the solo pool and I was mining solo. I was like, it's gonna happen. Of course it didn't, but that's alright. We're just having fun out here. I need to put this music tab over here so I can control it over here. Okay. Alright, well, I think that's gonna about do it for today. Let's put on this epic music. Yeah. The Cosmos with dolphins. So we'll go over here to the chart. We'll watch the chart as we close things out here on this weekday, Monday edition of HODL Harmony. Where did my chat go? My chat's not on the screen anymore. I don't see it. Oh, they might be disappearing. Anyway, as I play around with this, oh, it's right there. It's right there on the thing, but I wonder, well, let's see. Yeah, show messages permanently. They're supposed to be there. Anyway, I wonder every time I reload it, maybe it goes away. Anyway, I've had a fun time. I am going to spend some time this week and start clipping up some of these little moments. You know, do me a favor. Please share this content with people. We need to get this word out there. I'm so excited for the journey that we're going to go through together. We're going to go on this incredible journey. Oop, that thing didn't reload. But that's okay. Listen to that epic guitar. We are here hodling. These are the things that we hodl. We hodl all the things. Or at least those 2. Right? Oh! There was one more thing I wanted to go over. one more thing I wanted to talk about, but I may just make another video about it. I'll tease it right now. I need to go find it. Where is it? A little slip of paper. There it is, right over there. I'll be right back. I'm gonna use my be right back thing. Yes, Mr. Butters. All right, we're back. Oh, look, the chat is back up on the screen now. But it didn't... That's really weird. It didn't... Wait a minute, what happened here? Anyway. Maybe I'll quit fussing around with this. Alright, so you like my keyboard on my keyboard? Alright, so I have this little tiny slip of paper to show you. I need to find the document where I created this. You definitely can't even see any of that. There we go. Alright, this little document that I made is the key to your financial success. Okay? It has nothing to do with... Go ahead and screenshot that. But eventually, maybe later today, this is going to be one of my next videos. Later today, I will put together a little... a free download for you for this form right here. This is incredibly important. What it is, can I do something? I'm gonna lay out the terms for you here. Ooh, what was that? What was that? What was that? What was that? Oh, what was the notes thing? Dag nabbit. I love when I try and find something real quick and it's just not real quick. I'm trying to like write on the screen for a minute. This is not Matthew Crowder. What is that website? Blank Slate. There you go. Alright. Check this out. So there are a couple of categories. I, that's an uppercase I. Yes, I'm writing. Leave me alone so I can do it. I don't know if I can make this bigger. Here we go. Okay. So there are 4 categories on this little paper that I have. Okay. The I is for income. You put things like your job, your side hustle, hissle. Okay, so I'm going to teach you a little something about personal finance. When I started tracking my finances is when I started watching them grow. So this is what you need to do for yourself. And I will give you the tools to do it because I created this little form and it's incredibly useful because what I do is I write down 1 month's statement here and I need to do it this month. I needed to do it this weekend, but we're about to do it, so here we go. So you put your income, whatever your income is, however many jobs you have. I have like 3 or 4 ways of making money, and I put all of them in there. Let me pull this out. I'm going to make this into a separate video, but I just want to do it while I got you here. I may as well just do it. Every time I go walking away, that camera starts tripping out. Alright, let's put on a different song here. Bidoo-doo-doo-boom. Doo-doo-doo. There we go. Alright, we're going to close it out here soon, but I just want to show this. So, I'm not going to tell you my actual numbers. there has to remain some mystery, but I will show you what the ways are that I make money. Okay, so one of them is my full-time job. I get a salary. Teching. Teaching. I do tech, but not that. Alright, so I do piano work. Okay. So that's like a gig economy type of job. I go around and I do stuff. I have managed to start making some small income streaming my music on Spotify. Shout out to me. I don't know if I have a link to that. I'm on all music platforms, but I use Spotify, and Spotify's the one. See, here I am on Apple Music. Yep, that's me. So I'm on all music platforms, but I use Spotify, and Spotify's the one that I make the most money on. So that's where I go. This is Apple Music, but anyway. Oh, what's this? I don't know if I'm logged in. Here's my Spotify. Here we are. A series of bagels being crushed. Yep, there's my album on Spotify. There we are, 2023. That's crazy. It's been over a year. All right. So yeah, August 4th, 2023. All right. So there's me. That's one way I make money. Not a whole lot. All right, so go check that out. What is this? Oh, look. Okay, I put Bitcoin mining on there because I do make a little income on there. You know, if I'm making $10 a day, it's like $300, right? Something like that. And what was the other one? Crypto sales. So if I sell my crypto, that counts as income. That's why you got to pay taxes on that, unfortunately. All right, so those are my income. That's what I put in my I category. In the E category, I put expenses. And these would be bills, recurring things that cost money. Okay. So in the E category, my mortgage. That's a fun word to try and spell. My mortgage. What else? My car loan, which I was almost paid off, and then I took a collateral loan to pay some things off. So now I'm back into it. My credit cards, which I need to pay off, which are getting close to being paid off, but they're not. My groceries. Everybody eats, don't they? Hopefully. My car insurance. What else? Yeah, Amazon. Right? All these things that cost me money. So those are my expenses. Okay? And then those are horizontal? Yes. Horizontal. Now we're going to go into the vertical categories. A, assets. Assets are things that are just worth money. These don't necessarily create or produce a cash flow. Okay, this is where you would put investment, metals, crypto, which definitely counts as an investment, cash reserve. Nope. There you go. Cash reserves. What else? Your house and your car are not actually assets. Although they are kind of worth money, they cost you money. So they're not technically assets, but you could put their value. Right, you could put them in there. I don't put them in there because they cost me money more than they make my money. And then liabilities. Oops. And this overall chart, I think I got from Robert Kiyosaki, who is the Rich Dad Poor Dad guy. And he has a cash flow board game. So these are outstanding debts. Okay, so what you want to do, so like this is my mortgage. I had it the first time. Mortgage principal. Car loan principal. Right. Student loans. Right, so the principal is like the main outstanding balance on your loan or whatever. What does that last one say? Yeah, so basically just loans and whatever big things that you still owe stuff on. Okay, so you're gonna make an I and an E and then an A and an L. And other information that I put on this chart is the date. I do it once a month. Watch your wealth fluctuate, ebb and flow. And then I put at the top, I have EI minus E equals. All right, so that's my cash flow, basically. Whatever's left over of my income after I pay my expenses. And then on the side, I put, because I'm a nerd, I put the BTC price. And I want to see what the BTC price was at that date and that time, which kind of influences what my net value is worth. And then I also put my credit score, because I'm trying to keep an eye on that and watch what it's doing. And then at the bottom, I have A total of my assets, and then L total of my liabilities. Right? And so once you start this journey, right, I printed these out on a piece of paper. So there are 6 of them on one, and this one is a little bit easier to see, I think. There you go. So you got I, income, minus E, E. On the side there you see Bitcoin price and credit score, I total, E total, A and L. A total, I, L total, right? And some random dots. That's fun. Bleed through from the other page. So that's the key. You start doing this, right? I printed out 2 years worth? Yeah, I printed out 2 years worth. Because what I previously did, and I have them all still, was I would print out these little guys. Or actually, I would just write it all on a piece of paper by hand. And I was like, I've been doing this for 2 years. Let me make a document. And so I'm going to share that document with you for free. Literally for free. Not even asking for your email or anything. All I ask is for a like and a subscribe. That's really it. So once you start paying attention to your money, you'll watch it grow because you're manifesting it. You're intentionally paying attention to it, and it will change and it will grow. So pay attention to your money and it'll take care of you. So I think that's it. Anything else you want to say, Mr. Butters? The drink of choice today, I just finished some tacos for Cinco de Mayo, because that's the cliche thing to do. The drink of choice has been I took a little trip to Universal Studios Orlando with my orchestra students, and I applied for a credit card, which I did not get, which was okay. But when you applied for the credit card, it's over there, but you get one of those cups that you can fill. I agree with that statement 100%. I hope so. Yeah, we're off on a tear. 200K is pretty crazy, but you know, yeah, I agree. We'll get there soon. But you get one of those cups that you scan and you can fill it up all day for free and whatnot. So I got 2 of those cups for free. I gave one to a friend, and so then I kept the other one. But I discovered on those soda machines vanilla ginger ale, and I make my own vanilla. So I buy the beans and I put vodka and soak them for like 2 months, and that's how you make your own vanilla. And so I buy the ginger ale, 0 sugar, and put my vanilla in it, put some ice in it, and oh boy, vanilla ginger ale is the way to go. I didn't even know it was a thing. Not the greatest for hydration, but sometimes you just want something that tastes good. So, Mr. Butters, I really appreciate the fact that you took the time to make me some timestamps. And I've asked a handful of people to help me out with that, and you know how many did it? 1, you, basically. That was it. So, I really appreciate that. That means a lot. What you should do, because we should reach out. You know what? Reach out to me on X. Find me on X, send me a message, and we'll start talking there. So get me on there, and we'll start talking. You can send me some stories. I will feature some stuff. We'll have like a Mr. Butters segment or something. I don't know. And on my music channel, my piano channel, oh, we got 5 people in here. Say hello in the chat, please. I would love to know who you are. Because as this goes and goes and grows and grows, oh, we lost 2. Man, these views are going crazy. I think the clickbait is working. They're like, what happened to your node? Don't worry about it, bro. Check the beginning. Yeah. So I've been watching a lot of videos on how to be more successful at this YouTube thing. So you're right, Mr. Butters. 100K, here we come. You know, my goal right now is to try and get monetized as quickly, not as quickly as possible, but as naturally as possible, I guess. Whatever it is. So I'm trying to get that going, get the view hours up. So we got 32 views. This is wild. People are in and out, but it's okay. There were just like 5 people in here and they left. So it's okay. If you're still here, say hello, say goodbye. Because I'm about to get off. But yeah, like I said, I really appreciate that you took the time to do that. It really means a lot that I got people who can help me out if I need them. So thank you, sir. And here we go. On my other music piano channel, I'm gonna have Tanner probably feature some of that. The guy who's fishing, he might be still watching, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't know this, that I was going to feature him. But now he does. But anyway, this has been a Monday edition of HODL Harmony. I've been Tom Durante, the maestro, with a space background and a music background, or more specifically, background music. And I'm in space. Please come back for more. And yeah, it's going to be quite a journey. I'm glad to be here, glad to be talking. Excuse me. Hey, the 5 people are back. Introduce yourself. Say hello. Don't just pop in and pop out. Say hello. I'll wait. I was just signing off, but I want to see who you are and how you found me. Because as this channel grows, we're going to be creating a little community together, and I've got the start of it. I think what I'll do is I'm going to start. You were, and now, yes, right? Say hello, Mr. Butters. You know, I don't really know your name, but you are Mr. Butters to me, and you are my Mr. Butters. But maybe what I'll do right after this is start a Discord channel so that we can stay connected offline, when I'm not here in front of you, in front of a camera. Yeah. So please, say hello. Anyway, it's been a Monday edition of this HODL Harmony. Good night, chat. Smash the likes. God, I haven't ever said that. I always just say hit it. Smash the likes. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I go live. Follow me here on YouTube, on Instagram, on X. I'm going to start pushing my X a little bit more now that I actually have one. But anyway, if you are watching this live, you are on the ground floor. So please become part of the community. Don't just sit there. Don't just sit there silently. Even if you're in some other part of the world from where I am, because I've been advertising all over the world. Even if you speak a different language, drop it in the chat. Say hello in whatever language it is that you speak. I don't know how you're watching me, if you have like a live translator or something, or what. Like AI is so powerful, you could be doing any of that. So say hello, drop it in the chat, have some fun, have a great night, start your journey. Your financial freedom starts right here. Oh my God, and there goes my camera. It wants to come back with me, but it wasn't. Oh man, your financial journey starts right over here. I won't block out my face. But anyway, I'm going to send you this in a link in my next video. So stay tuned for HODL Harmony, where we will find the harmony in hodling together. Thank you very much. Please be kind to yourself. Please be kind to other people. And most importantly, have a great night.